Oh, hello. Double flyer. Only on my comic. I still want to say Indiegogo. Only on Indiegogo. No. Not Indiegogo. Hello. It, you know, what is it? What is it, man? It's Thursday, although it seems like the weekend to me. Yeah. I know I don't have to work tonight. I've already got in a couple hours cleaning the offices, pushing the mop and chimin, you know. And they had a delivery of chemical, so I had to get there and get it unlocked and whatnot. Although I don't know why, because Jerry, he should have a key and be able to unlock it, and I don't get it, but we showed up about the same time, and truck driver was there, and another guy came, kind of on standby. And anyway, we got it all moved. Hopefully, haven't got a lot of room to store stuff like that, so I don't think you can leave that stuff outside. It's can kill humans massively. But just show you the latest from, well, I'll share a screen for that. And say hello to Tree Goblin in the process. Hello, Tree. Hello. Let's see, that would be Instagram. There we go. There we go. So there's the latest, going a little bit beyond flatting with, the 43 double page spread, the second page that Ryan's working on. So there's the latest that he sent me on that. A little pretty there with some lighting effects and whatnot, and little glow effects around the flowers and stuff, which, she kind of like manifests these in a type of energy, I guess, mental energy, kind of like willpower, Green Lantern energy. But yeah, hopefully you'll like that when we get it done. We're working hard on those Nazis. Speaking of Nazis, not that he is one, but I'm sure, much like myself, white heterosexual male clinging to our gods and guns, we've been called Nazis by the woke crowd. So welcome to the show, you old Nazi, you.
Hey, Eric. What's up, buddy?
What's going on with your icon? What is that purple thing?
I don't know, man.
You don't know? Okay. It just appeared. Well, if it swells,
I had to come into Facebook. My Instagram wasn't letting me in today for some reason. So I had to go to the back door and come in through Facebook.
If it swells and becomes sort of red and inflamed, might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of like he's got blood on his claws or something. But yeah, that just popped up right when I came in just now.
Really? Wow. What? Well, sorry, I did that. Instead of
Whoops.
him big, and I removed him. Whoops. Yeah.
That's like a
I
little
thought you
purple
might.
ghost or something.
I thought, yeah, that you were doing like a sports thing, like maybe it was a team thing that had some kind of bird,
No,
like the Falcons or something. I don't know,
I have
man.
no idea where that came from, dude. It's the
Yeah,
weirdest thing.
that's strange. It's like a little ball shattered your little white circle around your icon, and it's I don't know. Like I said, if you have any problems with it, you might want to get that checked out. I did get checked out yesterday, but I haven't got my results back, so I guess it'll be Monday. I had my yearly checkup yesterday.
Hail, Omen Screaming Raven. And Tree
Hey,
Goblin.
Alman.
Hail, hail.
Damn it, Shadow. How many times have I told you to keep the damn bird indoors? Otherwise, it's going to bring all sorts of weird things in the house. There you go.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been edging what I call edging the cards, if it's a little rough cut, little sketch cards, I did count them. There's 200 of them. I picked them up the other day, and I've yet to inspect them and edge them and whatnot. And all the ones that I've done, I went back and did those a while back. So this new batch, I'm going to be proactive and kind of do it ahead of time before I draw on them, and
Right.
just sharpening it up. And then it's got this sort of burst back here and back here in the right hand corner on the back. Sometimes it's a little streak across there, but it looks like a little abraded or rubbed corner. So I just ink that out because it doesn't look good to me. But usually it's just the edging. And I can't remember on the other ones. I might have went back and edged all four just to be, I'm not doing that with these. Maybe I should, but it wouldn't hurt anything.
Rex is edging.
And hello to you, gents. I hope things are going well. They are, as far as I know. But it seems like a freaking weekend to me, Shadowhawk. I'm trying to get over it. I mean, yeah, almost, right. What about the tip? Just use guys, man. Yeah. Yeah, I went in and cleaned the offices today, and they needed me kind of on standby for that guy that was delivering the chemical anyway. And I kind of told him what to do. I said, well, move that container because it's probably not full, right? Well, that was our used oil container. But I don't know that we're really putting used oil in that. I mean, it's a good, I mean, and we don't have all our trucks back. So we've got the space to put a couple containers of chemical. They can always move them around. We've got a hand jack. It's not a very good one. It's not like the trucker had. He had one of those electrics that make it real easy. What she said. Yeah.
No, sorry about that.
I saw where Sheth and Jetty is having a stream, and I went in there and said hi to him. He's doing the Chinook, Graham Nolan's Chinook in gouache and watercolor, and it's looking pretty dope.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so we're not going out tonight, so I've already got my 2 hours in. Woohoo! And on cleaning the offices, and it smells lemony fresh. I found some. Last time I only used bleach water. This time I used Pine Sol, and I poured in some lemony Mr. Clean stuff too that I really like. I did the counters with that, and spritzed it with apple cinnamon cinnamon around. I like that better than Febreze. It smells good. So I had a blend of like lemon and apple when I left, I guess. And so came home and talked with Omer, and we didn't get anything done except we sent the midnight card to the printer. I had to resend it because it didn't go through for some reason. And so
Oh,
while we were talking, I resent it to the printer. I said resent. I want 125 of those. I'm kind of over printing a little bit because I'll probably want to give more of that one away and promote midnight, or I don't know. It's just very nice card. I'm very excited about midnight. I can't wait till she gets her own comic book. And I think the way I'm going to do that is tell her origin story right off the bat in a 2-issue thing when I get ready.
right.
Almost got a pretty good way I'm going to approach it. Her origin. I didn't think about it at the time, but it's basically Batman's origin. Her parents are killed and she has to go out, or kind of like Lone Ranger. Really, he got ambushed, his brother killed, made the little mask out of his brother's shirt. I think a piece of that mask held up of several years, several seasons, by the way. One mask. He kept it dry cleaned all the time.
There you
I don't know.
Early 1800s dry clean.
Yeah, a rock and a stream beat it out. Rewash, re-rinse. But yeah, I'm excited about doing some Western stories. Some will be straight up Western, but I'm definitely going to put a supernatural bent on it.
Right.
And I don't know. Are there any other sexy, within CG or this kind of our realm, our sphere? Are there any more? I know there's Aaron Lopresti's, but it's not a sexy cowgirl. Are there any other sexy cowgirls out there besides Midnight?
I don't know about the Diaz boys, new
Maybe.
books. They were doing a Western.
I think I've seen one or two. But
I think they just launched the second one. But I don't know if there's a female lead in there or not.
To me, it seems like a no-brainer. A cowgirl with some loaded guns. Let's say. Pew pew pew.
But
are you lactating? Darn it, that won't come out.
Yeah, I can't think. Oh,
I'm in a rare mood today.
That doesn't really have a sexy girl in it either.
Oh, I'm telling you, out of all mine, I would really like to see Janet from Another Planet cosplay Midnight.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think she'd make a good Lady Midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she strikes me as the one, if she doesn't have it in her wardrobe, she'll probably go out and buy it. Stetsons and other things I get are expensive. Okay. I've got cowboy hats here, but they're nothing expensive.
Right. Yeah, you could spend a lot of money on a good cowboy hat, dude.
Oh, yeah, man. And I went to New York City, and the irony, I've told you this story before. I walked all over Manhattan while I was there with a guy from West Germany. He was a puppeteer, and he was there for like a couple months. I was there for only 4 days. So I had to kind of hurry it along, and he was kind of like, I got time, nonchalant,
Right.
But I really wasn't wanting to walk alone, and I did a lot, but it was nice to have him with me, on a couple of the days, I think, and have a companion to talk to and walk through and learn his story about being
it's always nice to have somebody to explore with, right? Yeah.
Especially with all the panhandlers and muggers.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't even go to New York today, folks. I'm glad I did it back in the day. Huh?
Yeah. What year were you out there? Do you remember?
Yeah, 1987. I went out there to see a Vincent Van Gogh retrospective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went to the Modern Museum, the Metropolitan, the Craft Museum that's right across from the Modern had just opened up. I went to that. Uh,
Cool.
Went all around. You know, where I stayed was like 5 blocks off of. I went to Central Park. It was 5 blocks off of Grand Central Station at
Oh,
YMCA. It was a co-ed YMCA.
oh,
And it was only a few blocks away from the UN on the river and the bridge.
oh, cool.
They had a homeless guy like in the plot
How
of
was it
land, right?
staying at, what was it like at the YMCA? Was it mellow, or, I mean,
Oh yeah.
were
Yeah.
like,
Oh, they
you
had some
worried about
beautiful
getting your
like
shit stolen? And
no, no. And it was
oh,
you know, you had a bathroom, you had a bed. That was pretty much it. It was small.
oh, okay.
I mean, it was small. You know, it was closet space small, you know, but it was all I
But you had
needed.
your own room. You didn't have to like share it with a bunch of
I
other
had my
like
own room.
punks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see
Real
that.
estate,
I
as
wouldn't
you
want.
know, in New York is at a premium.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
exactly.
with Mindani. Look, Mindani wants capitalists out. He's trying to drive them out so he can bring the Muslims in and the I was going to say brown shirts, but the basically the Hispanics, not the brown shirts. Well, they could wear brown. I'm just saying.
Sure.
Uh, yeah, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, they had a homeless guy in like the field over from the UN. I thought the irony of that. I saw people sleeping in doorways on the sidewalk, whatnot.
Right.
Got hit up several times by panhandlers. I mean, at the corners of each street for sure. Sometimes in the middle, they can smell tourists. I'm sure I had the big T on my forehead while I was
Oh, yeah.
there. You know,
I imagine.
looking around. Yeah. Everybody else is like, you know, don't talk to me. Yeah, whatever, going about their business. But it was a lot of fun. I remember I and that guy from West Germany. He We stopped off at a little cafe and they had I had like some buttered toast and some coffee, and that was
Hmm.
nice. I tried to find that place again and couldn't. You know,
Yeah.
I thought, you know, I could probably find this. It was only a few blocks away, and I couldn't find it. There's a lot, but get back. You know, I was looking at Stetsons. Right, they had Stetsons in the window and everything. Hat place.
Uh-huh.
Pigeon dumped on my head.
No.
But even in 1987, they had Stetsons for like $125.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, man.
pricey, even
You
back
can
then.
spend a lot of money on boots too, man. You want
Oh
some nice
yeah,
boots.
oh yeah. I tell you what, I told you a long time ago what I want. I want Gila Monster boots, the red and
Gila
black.
Monster. Yeah.
You probably can't get those, but and I don't know if they'd hold up good, but pretty Gila Monsters are little beasts. You don't want to be bit by them at all. They're vicious, but I can't imagine one of them grabbing my toe or something. But and they gnaw. They don't let go, and they gnaw to get that
Yeah.
poison in.
And
And
they're
they're very
venomous too.
infectious. Right.
Yeah.
And exactly. And germs in their mouth. That's what really they get that work that infection or deep into the tissue, you know. I got
Mm-hmm.
stung yesterday. I was just kind of like going back and forth from the truck, and some little probably I'm gonna say it was probably like a sweat bee. I wasn't sweating or anything, but something just decided to sting me 2, 3, 4 times here. You can't really see it now, but it was like
Huh.
irritating, like something stung me, you know, some
I
small
mean, the ones
bee or
we have
something.
around here that they call sweat bees are real little and they never sting.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know the what we call sweat bees around here. I really haven't. I think they will sting, but they're, you know, usually you're sweaty or something. I wasn't sweaty. I was just trying to get in the
Hmm.
truck and go, and I didn't get to drive with the tablet last night, so they didn't get a record of that except on the tattletale, the little unit underneath the dash that shows where I went. I'm sure maybe they can make a map from that. And then also I do my mileage different. Like when I shut off, I write the mileage down, and when I got back, what my final mileage was, so that they might figure it out mathematically, how many acres or averages or whatever, but the secretary was there last night. She says, do you know it well enough, your route, to do it without a tablet?
Right.
After 13 years, yes, I've got it memorized. I actually left and came back in and said, "Hey, Cheryl." She goes, "What?" I said, "I can do most routes in most cities without a map. I got them memorized. I don't need a map at this point. I've been here 14 years. I don't need a map."
Right.
I've done most. Now, if I do need a map, I do need a map. I'll get a map. There's like some Jonesboro areas, or it's nice to have a little reference. If I haven't done a zone very much, I mean, there's some zones that I've probably only done 2-3 times in all that time. I don't get to do it that much, but I've got a pretty good memory, That night that I didn't get to spray, that was right across the street. I haven't done that zone much, but I remember, and I kind of looked it over on a map. If there's any question, I'll find a map somewhere. We're going to Pocahontas tomorrow, I and Larry. So I guess I'll probably follow him over there, or he will follow me. Whatever. He tends to drive slow for my taste. Not that I speed, but I like to get where I'm going, and not Miranda around. And he's the talkative type, and I'm the one looking at the clock saying we need to be back by a certain time. They're expecting us back by a certain time. Unfortunately, we got back in time, every time. Sometimes not by much. I'm like, let's get it done and get back, and we fill the last few minutes out on the clock somehow. There's always something to do, but we're supposed to go to Pocahontas tomorrow night. Rain could get rained out. I mean, it's possible, or windy. It's very gusty now, about 12 miles an hour, I think. Last night was not too bad. It was not like the night before. We really shouldn't have went out the night before because it was too windy. It would just go woo, drift off. So I just tried to stay in the residential areas and drive slower, but not that much, because I knew, if I was doing turtle crawl 2 miles an hour, even in the residential, it's going to get carried off, as windy as it was. But again, at least I got to work. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to go in there and say we really shouldn't have, I mean, I'll talk to coworkers like that, but I wouldn't tell the boss that or something. He says, go out. I don't care. I mean, I'm not getting enough time right now. That's going to change, and I got to think that's got to change in a couple of weeks. This has just been an unseasonably cooler year. And all the rains that we usually get in April, we got in May, and now some up into June. I mean, low last night was 61.
Yeah.
That's unseasonably cool for this time of year. Should be sweltering hot by now and humid.
For you, dry.
Yeah, for us. I mean,
we finally had a nice day today. I think it was about 75.
Yeah, I'm where your lows have been. Your lows.
Well, at night they're getting down to the upper 50s still. low 60s, upper 50s.
Is that not uncommon, or does it take sort of like the middle of the?
No,
I mean, we're almost.
yeah, you usually don't. You don't get into the hotter weather up here until usually like the second week of June. You start getting the more hot stuff coming in, and then July
Yeah.
and August are
Okay.
just fucking
Well, I
killer.
mean, we're only a month. We're exactly a month away from 4th of July, celebrating 250 years in America and firing off
Yep.
fireworks, which is basically
Day.
pretty a hot time. Rex, these are going to look so cool printed. Hey, that's cool. Callie said these are going to look so cool printed. She likes them. The midnight card.
Oh, cool.
That's from the printer. Yeah.
Nice.
How do you spell ma'am?
Spell what?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
M-A, like apostrophe A-M. Ma'am.
Okay, there you go. Sort of a southern thing,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Although I don't know if I should call her
Howdy,
ma'am.
man.
Hey, ma'am. I'm jonesing for some southern food. There's a place that opened up. We got a Jack in the Box. That's not southern food. But there's a place that I've tried over in Jackson, Tennessee, where Elsie lives, not too far from his house. And the other day, he got his daughter some food from Jack's. It's just called Jack's. Good southern food. And it's cheap. It's inexpensive. Like I like to get the probably mac and cheese, and they've also got other sides and stuff. But the chicken fried steak with brown gravy, that's how I like it, without the milk.
Oh, okay.
But really nice food for very cheap. And we don't have one here in town, but I'm hoping we get one. Harrisburg has one, like going to win. And really, Harrisburg is not near as far away as Wynn. I would drive over to Harrisburg to try that new place. That they built it right in front of the grocery there. Is she okay? Did the dog get her foot caught in something?
No, my daughter just talking to her friends on her phone upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Teeny boppers, they get loud.
I was thinking Daisy's your dog's vocabulary had improved.
There you go. Yeah, no, Daisy was at the back door whining a few minutes ago. I think Mama Hawk just got one.
She's like Huskies are very verbal dogs.
Yeah, labs usually are too. All the labs I've had have always been talky.
My sister sent me her grandson. What would that make him to me? My
great nephew, maybe.
Great nephew.
Yeah, something like
maybe.
That. Yeah, I think.
And very fox-like here. It's a herding dog. And this is the mother. And the other one, I'm told, is black and white, but this one's like blonde, little reddish in the coat, I think, and white, but beautiful. But it looks very fox-like.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty little thing.
It's a herding dog, and when she said a herding dog, I said, "What is it about Abby's side? About 26 pounds, And it looks like from that picture, but I was struck by how fox-like it looked with the longer nose, and
yeah, pretty. Of
course, Abby had a longer nose, but I don't think it was, But they're herding dogs for goats, sheep. Very, very active. Very can really run and pivot. on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
And it says you don't want to get two of them together. They kind of pair up. And I've been told you don't want to get like three dogs together. They kind of become a pack.
Right.
But I've known owners that has three dogs.
Oh yeah.
That's more than I
I've
want
had,
to take care of.
yeah. A buddy of mine I grew up with all the way up. I mean, his sister now is the same way. She's got 4 dogs all the time. Well,
Uh,
old. And yeah, they're they watch out for each other, but that's a good thing. They still watch out for the family too. So
she went to this place where they had on display this squirrel flipping you off.
poor little thing.
And I said, this thing, yeah, I mean, his last thought was,
You bastard.
yeah, how dare you? You think I'm a kangaroo? Where's that other hand? Yeah. She sent me some more drawings that my nephew did out of the sketchbook.
Uh-huh.
And let's see.
I thought,
I told you he liked to draw monsters and sort of mythical, and these are probably years and years ago, right?
oh, yeah.
Little fawn
A
there,
little
I guess.
forest
Well,
creature.
forest creature, yeah. Uh-huh. And David Tennant. So this may tell you about the other drawings, right? David Tennant as Doctor Who
Oh, okay, cool.
with the TARDIS there. So this
Right.
is probably around 2010 or so. These are maybe 20-year-old drawings, maybe out of him. I'm guessing, maybe
Oh,
not.
wow.
I'm guessing. It's the little chick is saying, "What the fuck, WTF?" Right?
Right.
And the Miro. It's half rabbit, half turtle.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's all over the place with this. And then I think this is Shadowhawk. Maybe it says too sad. Uh, it just looks like to me something how Shadowhawk would be some days.
What?
Get out of here, you little chickadee! Pouring his liquor on top of the little duck. Here, have some. While smoking a cigar.
Yep.
I don't know why that reminds me of you, but
He's pretty good.
yeah. Did I show you? She said that she used to have pumpkin uh, pumpkin hair. Pumpkin orange hair. We have Irish.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty pumpkin, huh?
Hey, Jenko. Whoa.
Hey,
that's red.
That's pretty red. I've got auburn in my hair too. Well, used to. But hood mode, Rex. Nice beanie. Thank you. Yep. Lean into the camera. Comics Gate beanie. Yeah. He's all the time sending me pictures. Don't ever ask for pictures from her. That's just him starting to flat zeitgeist. The one that looks really cool though up close is Thorn. which I wanted him kind of mysterious and in silhouette. She's been sending me pictures of Abby too, which I really appreciate because I didn't have any on the phone, and she, sent me pictures of her that I had not had, on this phone. There we go. You're back, but your icon's still messed up.
Yeah, that's got to be Facebook doing that. It doesn't come up like that anywhere else. What?
So I appreciate her. Huh? The latest one she sent kind of got me crying the other night while I was trying to spray, because I hadn't seen a picture of her in a while. But this is last April when my sister was there and I was doing the show and she was out back with Abby.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm glad my sister got to meet Abby, last April. Senate rejects first effort to bar Trump from, I don't know what that is. I will say this about Democrats: they stick together. They had 4. They're. I don't know if it's got any teeth in it at all, but they're trying to limit his war powers. Or go through them. I don't know that there's an easy solution to this. If you remember from like 1980 to 88, Iraq and Iran were in kind of a missile war for like 8 years, hitting the highly populated urban areas. They don't give up. You would think if you're pelted by missiles for 8 years, you'd kind of want to make peace or something. I don't know.
If you think.
I think they've been a thorn in our flesh since Jimmy Carter, and even before that. And we need to just go in there and take what we want, which is the plutonium.
Mama just said, evil never stops, dude. So,
no, it doesn't stop, and we don't want a forever war. It needs to be wrapped up when you cut off 20% of the oil, and then there's other goods not going through, and then you need oil, which is energy, to transport. And when you look historically, the one big thing for most Americans is gas. When gas prices go up for too long, people want to switch sides, and we definitely don't need to switch back to where we just came from.
Right, exactly.
They are still counting votes out in LA. Yeah.
Really? Jesus. That's
1 for you, 2 for me. 1 for you, 2 for me. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
When you say fraud, hey, Elsie.
Broad didn't win, right?
I think she
defrauded. I got defrauded.
Jesus, God.
I'm saying it was close.
What was her name? The one that's been she was in office already? Yeah, Karen Bass. She's fucking horrible. They couldn't have elected her again, right? I mean, it's California.
I think last I heard, due to their great recounting, she's within like 5 points of being
Jesus.
In the runoff. Yeah, I mean, she's not done enough for all the crap. I mean, basically done nothing, so.
Yeah, exactly what she's done.
Yeah. But I mean, even Newsom, they were wanting to oust him in midterm, right? And everything was stacked in his favor, and they didn't get enough votes, even had somebody running against him. But it really is too stacked for any. It's stacked. They've stacked the deck in California. Mm-hmm. You're really fighting an uphill battle when it comes to elections. And that's sad because I don't want to see a repeat of what happened under Biden ever again. Never again. that was out now, just theft. But communists don't mind to thieve, you know. I mean, that's part of their manifesto. They don't. Power is to be used like that. You take power and you hold it at all costs. And if that means throwing your constituents under the bus, like they did with, Kamala Harris, she never won a primary or anything. They just said we're doing this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even his own wife is coming out, and there's some Dems that are mad at her, for throwing her own husband under the bus because she's 10 years younger and she still wants to be politically viable. I mean,
right?
It's amazing. It's amazing. You can't just go away. After so many years, being with your husband and in service and whatnot, and not and fleecing millions and millions and millions. They just feel like they're going to be irrelevant. There we go. Try and roll that off the tongue 10 times.
Oh yeah. She's been in DC with Joe for so long, she don't know what else to do.
No, and with the Biden camp, lying just comes easy. I'm not even sure that she, even when she speaks, that she knows what's the truth and what is really a lie. I don't think her brain says I'm lying when she speaks. She's been doing it for so long, and so did Joe too. You say what you have to say, and you don't have any conscience pain about it. I don't think it's just you are so monkey see, monkey do trained that you say anything which is advantageous to you. Nothing rubs my rhubarb wrong, rougher than them projecting on what they're doing onto somebody else.
Oh,
it's so obvious. It's like I was saying on this show, these are traitors to this country, and 2 weeks later, they're calling Trump a traitor.
They'll think fair
because they're genuflexing. They're saying, "Look over here, not over there."
Oh yeah,
it's what magicians do. Sleight of hand. Let's talk about this and not about my affair or what is newsworthy. Tank Ferret in the house. Has been going on before you were an American. Absolutely. Get in between two brothers is not a good. Omen says, what's scary is you have someone like
Omar.
Omar in politics. Yeah, she's horrible. And she honestly thinks there has been 3 world wars. How are individuals like that not removed from politics? Well, I mean, they know where their base is and who they're talking to. 11 world wars.
Crazy.
It's a circus sideshow, yeah. And we got talked into sticking our nose in there. Never give Israel billions and billions of dollars in missiles. Well, I mean, I trust Trump to make his own decisions, but I mean, that was the big news in the big news cycle again, that he said, "What the F are you effing doing to Netanyahu?" That's how he's talking to Netanyahu, and he confirmed that yesterday that he did. And Netanyahu being the statesman, he's like, "Well, I'm not going to go into that, blah, blah, blah," and moving on. And I don't think you should divulge. If you talk to the president, I might come on here and go, "Hey, Shadow, guess who? I just noticed something about you, and I really don't want to draw attention to it, but I can't believe I didn't see it before. Are you going by an alias name now?"
What?
Are you going by an alias name now?
Down here? It's Facebook, Rex. I told you. I had to come in through Facebook. I couldn't get in any other way.
So this is an alias. just to let you know.
Okay.
We don't want
Yeah.
to divulge his real name.
Everybody
We don't
knows
want to dox.
already. Rex.
We don't want to dox him.
Everybody knows, Rex. Well, while you were gone, the whole thing got exposed. So we had the GoFundMe
Oh
and
no!
everything.
Are
Everybody
you
knows.
going to have to do jail time over that?
Yeah. Overexposure.
Yeah, I mentioned overexposure to Omer, and he says there's no such thing on the internet. No such
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
That's a made up name if I've ever heard one.
Okay. Could be.
See, Tank comes in and just grabs you by the jollies.
There you go.
This, okay, wait a minute. Okay, now I'm set. Okay.
Okay.
What am I?
John Malin wannabe.
I have eyebrows. Mother.
You got no eyebrows? Oh no.
Yeah. There we go. Maybe I need to offset it, right? Anyway, I'm a black Crayola crayon.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. How you been, Tank? You got time to come in here and talk with your homies, or are you busy? You doing the dad thing? I wanted to be Confederate Gray, Matt, but can I call you Matt? Just don't call me Shirley.
That's right. Don't call me late for dinner.
That's for sure. You'll lose a knuckle. Have you ever had to go, that's mine, thank you? Keep your hand out of my plate?
Yeah, once or twice.
You reach over here again, you'll have a nub.
That's right. Come back missing a couple fingers.
I will gnaw it off. He's been prone to cannibalism, I'm told, from time to time when there's, snow on the ground. He goes all chenoo on you.
That's right.
There's only dog food up in the pantry. You're looking like, it's like that Bugs Bunny cartoon where you look like a hamburger or a hot dog. You're on a desert island.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Ferret, you going to give me an answer? You going to get your ass in here or not? I'll put you on the spot. Then I'll launch missiles at you. Spitballs, at least. So what have you been doing on today? That seems like Saturday, but it's actually Thursday.
Me?
Still working on your car a little bit from time to time, tweaking it.
Dude, nah, I wasn't feeling good at all today. Didn't sleep hardly again last night. It's been a rough week, man. I gotta get this not sleeping shit out of my system. I don't know what's going on.
Chicken fajitas. That sounds pretty good.
Just hard to get comfortable for one thing, but
yeah. I guess all the swelling and pretty much your knee healing up pretty good though. That part of it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. What are they saying when you do rehab? Because they look at it when you do rehab, don't they?
Yeah. No, I'm in good shape. Like I said, I was averaging about 2 weeks ahead of where most people are for how long it's been.
Oh, really? Well, that's good.
Yeah, but it's still, it's going to take a long time to get the muscle tone back and everything because, they just severed the muscles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. It'll take a while. Maybe 7-8 months to start knitting together, kind of nicely.
Yeah, they said you may not feel like back to normal and up to a year.
That's going to take over a year. I bet you. Yeah. You just don't want to wrench your knee. Like, even I've not had knee problems, but every now and then you'll just kind of turn wrong and you go, oh, you know,
right.
You probably do more than that with your knees, but every now and then you just want torque right on it, you know.
Exactly. That's
It's
what,
easy. It's
basically,
easy to do.
that's what happened to the left one.
It
So
it
I'm trying to
wasn't too
baby the
long
right
ago.
one.
I slid down the stairs a little bit, Shadowhawk. I think we talked about that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think what it was is I was putting my weight sort of back while I was kind of going down the stairs, and so when my foot went whoop, I went, you know, and
Right.
I caught under this arm pretty hard, the railing, you know,
yeah.
come down on it and slid down to the bottom of it. I only went about 3 steps, you know, but
Gotcha.
still I was like, oh, and then didn't jam. I don't want to say jam my toe, but you know, I kind of smacked. I don't know. It didn't feel good. Okay. So I'm like,
Right.
you know, it wasn't good. Like, whoa. And that was me coming downstairs from bed. You know, I was awake because I'd been awake and upstairs doing things, but I finally was coming downstairs first time that day, and you know, it wasn't
greet you in
fun
the morning.
to feel pain in the morning like that, you know, all of a sudden, unexpectedly. It's like that irritating relative that wants to visit every now and then, you know, that you really don't want to ever see, or, you know. Good way to start the day, you know, pain. Pain is pretty much inflammation. Any kind of pain, even like internal pain, I guess.
I guess I'm always
valves might be something different, but you know, the worst feeling is to feel nauseated, though. I'm glad that if we're going to go, you know, last time I went up to Pocahontas, besides putting out traps, the last time I sprayed out there, I ate a bag of chips on the way there. And once I got there, and I threw up all night long. I have not gotten like car sick, motion sickness in a very long time. And I've never done it up there. But I did that night. That greasy, I guess, barbecue chips didn't sit well on my stomach. I threw up 10 times that night, and I was just trying to do that zone. I tried to get out of it and do straight areas and things, and I would get right back in there because you got to do what you can do, and most of it is like roller coaster. Oh yeah, you know. And my stomach wasn't having it, you know. I was like, whoa, all over Pocahontas that night. I'm sure there were some businesses looking their parking lot and go, what the hell? I guess we had another coyote slick out here. DDT chips, yeah. They won't let us use DDT anymore. I'm actually pro DDT, you know. I don't think they should have ever banned it. I think we need to relook at that through a modern lens, but maybe not. Maybe we moved on with our chemicals. I do think we sprayed way too many chemicals. That's why I haven't sprayed at my house. This is like the 3rd season, and I won't spray anymore. I'm just going to put out flowers and things like that that are naturally repellent to fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes. That's the best way to do it.
Some lemongrass, Rex. That'll probably grow good down by you.
I would love lemongrass. I love the smell of lemongrass. My yard guy has still not shown up, and if he doesn't here pretty soon after another rain or two, I'm gonna have to get somebody. I will hit the old man up, you know, across the way, because he says he wants to do it at least once. And I think if he whacked it down once, unless we get some rainfall, that'll probably do me for the summer. It'll probably be dry and be it grows slow, you know. I mean, you got the odd and
Yeah.
end dandelion stem or crabgrass or something that shoots up, or the onions. And I don't really have a lot of onions, thankfully, because I don't like that onion smell and whatnot, you know. But I'm going to have somebody cut it here pretty soon. I'm really surprised I haven't had anybody knock on my door and say, "Hey, you want me to do your yard?" But I just hope my yard guy didn't have a heart attack or something in the off season. Maybe one or more of you can confirm this. I can't remember. The whole rain collecting thing has been illegal, was due to Roundup being in it. Is that true? No, I think you can, as a private citizen, you can collect rain, water. My neighbor did. She's got tanks set up to collect 500 gallons. She was a really kind of paranoid survivalist. She's got bars on her window, and you know. So I don't know. Do you know anything about that, Shadowhawk? Maybe
well, you're gonna have to purify it anyway if it's rainwater.
You're gonna have to boil it.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, maybe in certain areas of the country there was oversaturation of some stuff at one point. You know, so I
think
I don't remember that particularly.
Yeah, I think Monsanto and with Roundup and all like that. I mean, they paid off lawsuits and stuff. It's insidious. It's big chem. You know, it's big business. And I don't think the farm. I think the farms overuse a lot of stuff. You know, and all those chemicals leach into the groundwater for sure. You know.
Oh.
I mean, you almost have to have cleaning filters and boil and.
There's a whole big thing now with Roundup. What's it called? Glyphosate. That's the main chemical. It's like in all your broadleaf weed killers for the last 20 years.
And, I wouldn't be surprised. That's why the uptick in are a contributing factor to dementia, Alzheimer's, and autism in kids.
Oh, sure. Wouldn't surprise me.
Your body just can't fight all that off, you know. But now something's going on. I mean, a lot of like the bottled water, you know, they say you get estrogen from that. When they do a study and look at it, they say from 60 years ago, you know, 1965, the year I was born, men had more testosterone than they do today, which includes you and me, which I know through age. I've already had one test done years ago, and I know my testosterone was lower than when I was younger, you know, which is to be expected, but you can mitigate that. There's things that you can do to mitigate that too. I'm trying to figure out what is fact fiction on it, but that's the case. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's probably from state to state, wouldn't you, Shadowhawk? That it's probably, you know, in some of these more
depends where you're at.
Yeah,
I know here, you know, when I was on the outdoor crew all the time, you know, we got rid of invasive species, did all kinds of, you know, weed spraying and shit like that. And we used glyphosate all the time. I mean, I was coated in that shit for like 3 summers.
We talked about this before, and I don't know if you remember. I certainly remember when I was a kid, don't know what age, but let's say 7 or 8, 9, you know, somewhere in there in the 70s, there were more bugs.
Oh, yeah.
You would drive down in a rural area, and you would almost have to stop and wash your windshield. It was covered in bug goo.
Yeah.
just
I remember
one
nights
after
like that.
another, like you were being pelted by bugs. And I don't see that
Yeah.
anymore. I see less tree frogs
There
in
used to
our
be a lot
area.
more bats too. You don't see as many bats anymore.
I've never really seen a lot of bats, but I
No,
wouldn't
no, we
doubt
used
that.
to have them all over the place up here. They'd fly around the streetlights at night, collecting, catching moths and shit. We'd get 5 or
Mm-hmm.
6 of them around the streetlight down at the end of
Well,
my
now
porch.
that you mention that, I now that you mention that, yeah, I used to see that somewhat myself,
Hmm.
and not just one bat, like you say, two or three,
Yeah,
flying
they
around,
come down,
swooping.
swooping in on the bugs.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing I've seen when a bat on the ground, walking
Yeah,
like this, the wings.
they're creepy
I
looking
was
when
like,
they're walking on their wings, ain't it?
yeah, well, I'm like, what is that? Because you only sometimes get because you're moving not too fast, and animals kind of go,
Right.
excuse me. Yeah, you see some weird things. I'm looking for chupacabra, Sasquatch. I'm looking for skunk ape, the
Right.
Mothman. I'm looking for these cryptids while I'm out there. The weirdest thing I've seen was some kind of feral cat, some kind of big cat that I couldn't identify. I don't know
Hmm.
if it was just sort of a wildcat. It wasn't a bobcat. It was smaller than that. It was larger than generally your larger
House
domesticated
cat.
cat, but
Right.
it looked uglier, is the way to
Hmm.
put it. And it
I
was
don't
in
know.
Paraguay. Everything else I've pretty much been able to identify. When I went to West Memphis the other day, there was a turtle about this big. And I even
Cool.
saw before that a dead turtle, on the side of the road. That
Yeah.
they've
You'll have that.
they've
Hey, okay.
they've done a study that people will go out of the way to avoid a turtle, but they'll go out of their way to hit a snake. And I saw a snake
Yeah.
on one of the roads the other day, but I didn't. I was on the way home and I just kind of veered. I didn't really have time to react, try and nail him, And there are some good snakes out there, like the king snake. You
Right.
don't need to kill a king snake because they will eat the bad
They all
snakes.
do. They all do a serious job in the environment. So I
What
try
would
not
you
to
do
kill
if you
some.
encounter one? I don't know, but I've seen like owls. This
Try to
one
get a
owl, he was
clear picture of Bigfoot.
well, yeah, right. I
Or
mean, if you want to you get your head ripped off while you're trying to give the police evidence of what happened.
How
Because I
is it
don't
that
think
nobody's ever gotten a clear picture? There's plenty of pictures, but
that's because they take your cell phone.
that's
Or when they open
anyway.
up that port, they say that Bigfoots have been coming from other dimensions, and that's how they kind of come and go. Have you heard that
Oh,
theorem?
yeah, I've heard all kinds of different theories about
Yeah, so
Bigfoot,
that
man. It's
messes with
crazy.
your camera, kind of like overexposure.
Right, yeah.
Duh.
I've heard that too. Like they have some kind of like field around them or something. But I
Yeah,
don't know. Something.
yeah,
Anyway, I'm gonna let you go, Rex. I gotta get together with Mama here, get some dinner going.
yeah, yeah. We'll call this one early. I mean, it's not going to help our views or anything, but it's it certainly lengthens out our broadcast that we can
Yeah,
do through
I'd
StreamYard
go.
on our,
Yeah, I'd go longer if I could, man. But I'm pretty beat still. Like I said, I managed to squeeze in a couple hours of sleep today. Like I don't know, 10 to 11, and then like a little nap later on. But it's only been about like 2 hours. So
yeah. You need to train Mama Hawk in the head holding, where cut your hair off. I mean, it doesn't do any permanent brain damage, right? Unless you keep it there for 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, there you
just enough to go Betty by, right? I mean,
yeah.
You have you done that in your martial arts? Have you done that?
Chokehold?
Actually,
Yeah.
a chokehold where you put someone to sleep?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if
never
you
for
didn't.
more than like a split second. As soon as I saw him going out, I let him go. I never held on to somebody after they passed out.
Well, try and clean that mess up, will you? I don't know what that is, but that looks very penal to me.
I don't. Hopefully, Instagram will be working with me tomorrow. I don't know what happened today. Anyway, all right, buddy. I will let you guys go. Hello. Keep collecting. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, I guess we'll call it early today. I've got to get cleaned up, showered up, the grub off of me. I haven't done that. And inspect these cards here, the sketch cards, just kind of doing a little edging, making them look a little better. They cut them very nicely. It's not that. I just, want it to look nice, and with that black border, I can just take a little black touch up, where it needs it. It's good to see everybody Thursday. Like I say, it seems like the weekend to me. Don't have to work, I guess, till tomorrow night, but with this job, you never know. They might say, well, we need you to come in tomorrow. Okay, more money on the clock, I get paid tomorrow. Woohoo! Friday, every Friday, payday. That's nice. Don't expect a big check this time. Going to try and pay Omer Glitch and pay for the midnight cards to be printed up. The midnight cards will come first over Omer. Sorry, but he's still working on stuff for me. He's doing a sort of redo on a logo that will be for Devil Flyer Zero. But the midnight card is the back is designed, front by George Peter Gaddis, and it'll be printed up. Maybe I'll have those tomorrow to show you. It may be Monday. I just got her the file today. I tried to send it last night, early this morning. I've been getting in about 1 o'clock or after. I think I clocked out at 1 o'clock last night, and but to get a little bit more time on the clock, I've been actually pulling in and gassing the truck up and gassing the spray tank up as well, just to get a little bit more time on the clock. And then that way daytime crew doesn't have to do it either, and they're getting work and I'm not. So I would appreciate that. And some of the other guys started that. I never used to do that. You just come in and clock out and go home. But they've done that for the last couple of years, some of the new guys, and I'm like, okay, I'll start doing it. I'm not getting that much time on the clock anyway. So I'll just gas it up, and that's something they don't have to do the next day. Like I said, they can find other stuff to do. If they can't, they can go home early, whatever. That's not my problem. As long as they don't say, stop doing that, got a meeting the 8th, so in about 4 days. That'll be interesting to find out what's on the boss's mind. And then, we may go out and spray after that. But mosquitoes aren't bad here. And like I say, the lows have been down in the 60s. It's been breezy. This is uncommon. But I do think once the heat hits, it's going to be a hot summer. But who knows? I mean, who can predict the weather? If I could, I'd be minty fresh. Since I won't be going out tonight, I may do a stream, a draw stream later on. Once I get some lunch down my gullet and a shower and kind of chillax a little bit, maybe take a nap ski at my age, who knows? Whatever I feel like doing. But yeah, I'd like to work on some more sketch cards. So join us maybe later tonight. Not much going on Thursday nights anyway, right? So join us later. I may set that up maybe another hanging with my homie at 10, and then maybe we might do it earlier. I don't know. I know I need to clean, organize, find some stuff that needs to be scanned. You know, still got my side of the collection of the John Buscema stuff. I did find a portrait done by him of his, I believe it's of Al, and I cannot remember his last name. He was his art dealer. Yeah, okay. You down for that, LZ? I mean, I could always go early, before 10, and you just come in when you feel like it. I don't know, but I'll set that up later. If you're down for that, LZ, then we'll do a hanging with my homie or something, or maybe open it up for other artists to come in. Okay. Sounds good then. I'll set something up around 10 or 9ish. If I'm already going, then just come in. I'll get you the link as soon as I get it. And the big reveal of the 4 o'clock shadow today, which is going to be shorter, because why not? I mean, it's 5. As well. I've got stuff to do. Keep collecting.